Hello and welcome to your virtual karate class by PSP. My name is Sensei Danny and I will be your instructor for today. Thank you very much. By the way, so that you understand that the word Sensei is not my name. It's a title, which means teacher. Okay? Everybody ready to work? Let's get together. So bring your left foot to your right foot. Hands come in front. Make a fist with your right hand. Open your left hand and bring your feet together. Good. Make sure your elbows are straight across and not loopy. Nice and straight and good. When we bow with our back straight going forward and our hands going forward. So I don't want to see you guys doing this as a bow. That is not a bow. Okay? So when I bow hands forward, back down, and I come back. My hands are in front of my solar plexus, not my chest, not my stomach, but right in my solar plexus. All right. Okay, now we're ready to open class. So in order to start class, we have to open. When we finish class, we will close our class. So in order to open, you are going to slide out your left foot. Lift your heel, slide your foot out, hands close, fists, and go into what we call horse stance. And hands come to the side. Side at the height of your solar plexus. All right? Not down here, not up here, but in front of your solar plexus. Right here. Okay? Now, to continue opening the class, we are going to bring our hands together. So in order to bring your hands together, you're going to come up, bring your hands together, forearms come together, left hand goes in front of your right hand as you go over your head and block, palms face the forward. Good. Now bring it back down, together, and back. Good. Now we've opened the class. Now we're ready to start. In order to start, we do a little meditation. Okay? So we're going to bring our left knee down to the floor and then our right. So I go down on my left, down on my right, and kneel down. Hey! Like that. Palms are faced upwards on your knee. Now the breathing exercise in order to do meditation is a count. So to breathe in is going to be a count of 3 or 4 as long as you're relaxed. If you can go higher, then your numbers will be increased. And then I retain the air in my abdomen, not in my chest, down here. And I hold it. So when I breathe in, my stomach goes outwards. And then when I exhale, my stomach will start to come in for a count. So to start off, if you're having difficulty, because if you breathe too long, you're not relaxed. If you breathe properly on your own count, if breathing in through your nose and making your diaphragm come outwards and hold, and then bring it back inwards your diaphragm. Okay? So let me show you an example. So we're going to breathe in for 3 seconds to try. If you can do more as long as you're relaxed. So breathe in. Remember, your stomach has to come out. So hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And start over. 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so normally when we're doing this, our meditation, we have our hands on our hips, on our knees. Our back is straight, shoulders back, and we close our eyes, which we're going to try 3 times. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Now close your eyes. Now breathe in. Hold. Exhale. Hey, breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hey, breathe in. Hold. Breathe out through your mouth. Eyes open. Hey! Okay, we're ready to start class now. So, I'm going to ask you to make a triangle with your hands. Place them on the floor in front of you. Your nose goes almost between the triangle, down, up. Bring your hands back to your knees. Lift both knees up at the same time. Good. And stand up. Feet are together. Elbows are up. Good. Bow. Remember, back straight, hands forward on a straight line and back. All right, so now we're ready to start class. So shake it out. So we're going to do a 2-minute run. Your 2-minute run is for class now. You want to get to 3, you want to get to 4 minutes doing your jogging, okay? Right now we're going to do a light jogging. Unfortunately, because we're not in the dojo, we're in a house. So what I want everybody to do is try to understand what we're doing, okay? Otherwise, this place is going to vibrate. Okay, so are we ready? I look at the timer. 4, go. Stay with me. Doing good. Keep it up. Breathe through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Control your breathing while you're running. Very important. Keep your hands here by your side. Don't let them drop. Keep them up here. That's 1 minute. We're almost done. Let's warm up the body, circulation. Get it going. Very good. Lift those knees. Okay, come on. 30 seconds left. Let's go. Come on, stay with me. Good job. Yes, I knew you guys could do it. 15 seconds. Here we go. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Shake out your legs. Lift. Good. Okay. So now that we did our cardio, now we're going to work on our body to stretch out our body, all the parts of our body from the head to the toe. Okay? So, we're going to start with the head. So, feet apart, hands on your hips, and we're going to do head rotations starting from the left. To the front, to the right, to the back, and back to the right. Left, sorry. Okay, if you're finding that by doing head rotations, you're getting dizzy, what you need to do is focus on a point in front of you, and all through the exercise, you focus on that point right there. So if I start from the left, I'm looking in front at a point that I picked. Back, around, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Okay, stop. Now, let's try and pick that up a little bit more now. So left, and go. Around, 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 and around. Good job. Okay, let's do the other side. So, which way are we going now? That's right. So we started at the left, now we're going to the right. And around, back, left, front, right, back, down. Good. Okay, pick it up a little bit. Remember, if you're dizzy, focus in front, keep your eyes on what you're doing, and stop. Good job. Okay, so we did the head part. Now we're going to do the shoulder part. Okay? So I want you to drop your shoulders down, and we're going to lift up. Lift them right up. Bring them to the front. Down to the back. Up to the front. Down and back. Up. Down. Back. Up. Front. Down. Back. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. Ready? And up. Front. Down. Back. Up. Front. Back. Down. Up. Front. Down. Back. Here we go. A little faster. Here we go. And stop. Okay. Now we're going to do anti-clockwise. Ready? So from the front, up, back, down. Front, up, back, down. Here we go, and up. There we go. Here we go. Okay, and down. Okay. Move those shoulders, make sure they're in shape. They're good. All right. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to work on our elbows. Elbows, we keep them nice and straight. We're at the elbow joint, then we have the wrist joint. So from the elbow, my hands are facing inwards. So my palms are facing me. Not the ground, but me. And we're going to go out. Keep your elbows bent. Do not move your elbows. Your elbows have to stay stationary. If I see elbows moving, it's because you're not doing it properly. and back. Down, out, turn on 45-degree angle, and then bring them back to you, your palms of your hands, and go. And a little bit faster. Here we go. We got it. And stop. Now we're going to do counterclockwise. Your palms go out, facing you, down, knuckles are facing you, back, out, round, and back, out, round, back, out, round, back, out, round, back, out, round, back. Okay, now let's shake those arms out. Good. Okay, now in our working foundation stance, okay, it's like anything in the world. If you build a beautiful house and you don't have a fixed foundation, strong foundation, and a wind comes along, it's going to blow your house away. If you have a strong foundation and an ugly house, that house is going to stay there forever. It's not going to get disturbed by weather, winds, or anything. Martial arts is very much the same as other sports. You need a good foundation. So when we work the basics, we need to be in a foundation stance, and that is what we call a horse stance. So a horse stance, if I put my feet together and I bring my foot straight out, so both toes on a straight line across, then your feet have to be wider than your shoulders, a little wider. Don't exaggerate on the stance, just a little wider. Knees are bent, back is straight, bum is in, and I do not lean forward. I want to stay nice and straight, and my hands come to the side here. Okay, very good. Let's try that again. Ready? Hands. Remember your bow? Bow. Back. Horse stance. So your feet stay there. Your feet and hands land at the same time. Okay? Both of these have to land at the same time when you get into your horse stance. It can't be 1, 2. Okay? Or 1, 2. It has to be at the same time so you get an equal balance and power from your stance. Okay? So, you put as much power as you do into elbows back as you do into your horse stance. All right? So here we go. Feet together. And out. Feet. Good. Again. Remember your elbows. No droopy elbows. Nice and straight. Hey! Good. See, you're getting a timing now. Feet together. Hey! And then when you're going to be practicing by yourself, you're going to try and do this faster and faster. Not faster, it's not a race. It's just to get the speed down properly. Okay? So, try to remember, okay? Everything has synchronization. Okay? It's not to be super fast, because that's not going to make you any better. It's just to understand what you need to do. So, feet together. And horse stance. Hey! Good. That's the way we want to do it. Okay, so you got that part. Keep it up. Okay, so now we're going to go back into hand strikes. for those that missed class or didn't get to do this part. So your basic hand strikes. 1 is called a reverse punch. 2 is called a tiger's claw. 3 is called 2-finger poke to the eyes. And 4 is called 2-finger poke to the throat. And your 5th one is called palm hand or leopard strike. Okay? Now, understand one thing. Kohai will be doing it in a horse stance, and I will do it closer to the camera so you can see the stance, my hand position of how we do the strikes. Okay? Now, before we start, I want you to understand one thing. If you're doing a punch, my punch is in front of my solar plexus, and I am punching with the first 2 knuckles of my punch. That's the most important thing, okay? Your first 2 knuckles is your source of impact. These 2 knuckles over here follow these 2 knuckles here. They do not lead. So if you put your hand flat, chances are if you hit something, these 2 knuckles are going to absorb the most impact and are not as strong as these 2 knuckles here. All right? So if I throw a punch, first 2 knuckles, where's my solar plexus? Right there. We don't punch down here and we don't punch up here unless that's what you're told to do. So reverse punch goes through your solar plexus. Okay? My other hand is on the side. I'm not in a horse stance right now because I'm explaining you the punch. So you see where this hand is right now? When I throw my other punch doesn't come beside it and come back. Beside it and come back. It actually takes the place of this reverse punch that's in front. So this hand has to go directly where this fist is. Okay? So this fist replaces that fist. And both hands go back at the same time. So in a method of a punch, in a horse stance, right hand is forward, in front of my solar plexus, 2 front knuckles are there. As I come out, 2 palms meet together halfway, and they continue their path. As the front hand lands, the back hand lands. Okay? So there's not a 1 and 2. 1 and 2. It's together. Here and out. Here and out. Okay, that's good. So now we're ready to try it. Slowly. Hey! Meet. Punch. Remember your spot. Look where this hand is in front. So out, meet, and back. Exactly in the same spot where you hit the other hand. Hey! 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 Good. Okay. So now, when you get good at it, when you've practiced it and you have the technique, you can go a little faster on my ki. You ready? We'll try it just to show you what it looks like. Hey! 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 Very good. Okay. So that's called a what? Reverse punch. Right. Exactly. That's exactly what it's called. The next attack we're going to do is going to be called tiger's claw. Okay? I'll come up. Kohai will stay back here in a horse stance. and he will start with his left hand showing you what a tiger's claw looks like in technique. So I will come down here. I will explain to you what a tiger's claw is. What is a tiger's claw? A tiger claw is, let's say, okay, so we had reverse punch in front, right? Good. So now instead of doing a reverse punch, we're going to come back, meet, and 5 fingers are going to go to the eye. Now your 2 fingers in the middle should be in the middle of your 2 eyes, okay? They should be right there. If you can see your face, then you're not doing it right. If your fingers are at your eyes. Now, watch the technique in my hand. Look at my fingers. They're spread apart, okay? They're spread apart like this. Thumb in, fingers are in, all right? And my hand can't be forward like this. It needs to be brought all the way back. All the way back. So your palm is exposed here, okay? Here like this, you're not hitting anything. It has to be straight, all right? Okay, so if I go back and Kohai's back there, I'll do it towards you guys, and as slowly as come back, as you meet, your left hand closes, right hand opens, arch back your hand, and strike to the eyes. Hey, bring it back, meet, open, eyes. Good job. That's it. Okay, so you understand. All right, we're good there. So let's get ready to do it. Nice horse stance. Okay, I know it works on your legs. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. Okay, one thing you have to be careful about your horse stance when you're sitting down, back straight. You don't want your knees coming inwards. You want your knees going outwards. Okay? All right. So we had a reverse punch out. Now we're going to tiger's claw. Hey! Slowly. Meet. Turn. Open. Eyes. Good job. This is to work your motor muscles at the same time. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Hey! Close. Meet. Open. Strike. Hey! 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 Good. Okay. That's tiger's claw. So now we have reverse punch and we have tiger's claw. It's a pretty good defense to start with. Now, there's 2 other strikes you have to do. And this is motor muscle again. Okay? So I'll come down and I will explain it to you. We have 2 finger poke to the eyes and 2 finger poke to the throat. Okay? So, when we're doing it, we go 2 finger poke to the eyes, our fingers apart. The other 3 fingers are down and the thumb is over to lock so that stays strong. And 2 finger poke goes to your eyes. All right? And when I switch, I bring my fist closed and I open this one and 2 finger poke goes to your eyes. Okay? I'm a little low because I'm trying to watch you guys. And I bring it back one more time. Close my fists on the side. Open and strike. Close and strike. Fingers apart. So you're working your motor muscles. All right? Now, after this one, you have what we call two-finger poke to the throat. Two-finger poke to the throat. I'm going to show you. Your fingers are together. So when you strike, it's to the throat, two fingers together. I bring it back. I close my fists. I open my fingers. And these two fingers are glued together. And just like two-finger poke to the eyes, your three fingers underneath are glued together. That gives you the strength with your strike, okay? But it's also coordination on your hand strikes. So that's two-finger poke to the throat. Are you ready? Okay, so two-finger poke to the eyes is where we were. Now, two-finger poke to the throat. Hey! 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 Hand on the side is always closed in the fist. I don't keep two fingers ready to strike. It's closed. Because I don't know if I'm going to do two-finger poke to the throat or the eyes or a reverse punch or tiger claw. I don't know. So that's why I keep this one closed. Hey! Good job. Nice. Let's pick it up a bit for 4. Ready? Hey! 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 Very good. Okay, so from here, your last basic hand strike is called a palm heel or leopard. Okay? Leopard strike, palm heel is exactly the same thing. Okay, so Kohai will show you. Kohai means the assistant instructor. Okay? And Kohai is my assistant instructor. He's been with me for a long time, and he's going to stay with me for a long time. One day he's going to take over for me. Okay, now you got the history of us. Now I want you to understand that the strikes are important. They're very important. So now the last one that we need to do is called palm heel or leopard strike, whichever you prefer. Now, do you remember tiger's claw, where you had your hand out here, and I said keep this hand nice and straight, fingers back, and not leaning forward like this. So it's arched really back. Okay, so now you're going to turn that 4 fingers down, touching the palm of your hand, and the thumb on the side leans on the side of your hand. If you put the thumb underneath your hand and you strike somebody, you're going to break your thumb. So your thumb has to remain on the side of your hand, 4 fingers. Now, you're not hitting with the fingers or the thumb. You're hitting with the palm, the base palm of your hand down here. And this is why your hand has to be all the way back and not leaning forward. It has to be all the way back. So when I strike, I'm striking with the bottom base of my hand, which is exactly what a leopard would do. It would taunt you on the floor, not with their front paws. They got to get you down first and then grab you. Well, this is the opposite. This is not to get hit. Now, where does a palm heel go to? We know that 2-finger poke to the eyes, 2-finger poke to the throat, reverse punch to the solar plexus, and now palm heel, this part of your hand here goes to your mouth, at your mouth level. Not up here, not on your nose, not on your chin, right in the mouth, right here. Okay, you want to give it a shot? Are you guys ready? Okay, let's do it. Here we go. So palm heel. Remember, fingers back, thumb on the side, nice horse stance. Okay? What did I have? Was my last hand attack. 2 finger poke to the throat. Good. Okay, so now we're going to go continue palm heel, hey, meet, and turn, palm heel, hey, back, 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 turn, palm heel. Now let's try and do it in one strike. Are you ready? Remember the technique. All right, here we go. Hey, 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 hey. So you see how effective these strikes can be, right? Okay? When we do it slowly, it's for technique. Now, I want to show you combine all these hand streaks together. So the first one is going to be reverse punch. Second one is going to be tiger's claw. Third one is going to be 2 finger poke to the eyes, 2 finger poke to the throat, and palm heel. You guys ready for this? Give me a yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so here we go. Both elbows are back. We're going to start with the left hand. Okay? My left hand is going to do a reverse punch. I'll call it out so you guys can get the beginning of it. So, wait for me to say it and give you a ki. Ki is hey! Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So here we go. Nice horse stance. Knees out. Knees bent. Back straight. Shoulders back. And reverse punch. Hey! Tiger's claw. Hey! Good. 2 finger poke to the eyes. Hey! 2 finger poke to the throat. Hey! And last one is, yes, palm heel. Hey! Good. Now let me see you guys do it. I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch you guys. I'm going to watch Kohai, and let's see how it goes. Reverse punch is the first one. Ready? Hey! Tiger's claw. Hey! 2 finger poke to the eyes. Hey! 2 finger poke to the throat. Hey! Palm heel. Hey! Reverse punch. Hey! 2 finger poke to the eyes. Hey! 2 finger poke to the throat. Hey! Palm heel. Hey! Good job. Okay, relax. I'm going to ask you guys to take a drink. I'll be back in 20 seconds. Ready? Where's your bow? Elbows, hands, and bow. Ready? Go. All right, everybody, we're all back. I hope you guys are enjoying this, okay? I know I'm enjoying teaching you, and I got my Kohai with me to work with you guys, and through Canada, I hope you guys are having a good time, all right? Okay, so last thing we want to do now is going to be another self-defense move. I don't know if you remember the last one. I'm not going to go over it right now because we won't have enough time. But, so, here we are in a situation where I bow to my partner when I'm practicing martial arts. But if I'm in the street, I would not bow to you, trust me. Okay, so, come closer. Okay, so, my aggressor is here. I'm like, whoa, boy. Relax. What's wrong? Whatever. Okay? So, he decides he's going to grab my hair from the top of my head. And he grabs, okay? Grabs my hair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my left hand, bring it over, and smack it down on his knuckles. If you guys are practicing this at home together, be careful. Because when you hit hard, you could break somebody's knuckles. So do not hit hard. Go for technique. So you got one hand. I take my other hand and I hit it on top of my hand, down on my head. Okay? That causes a reaction. Right? Okay. So let me show you again. So we're here. Like, relax, George. Relax. And he grabs my hair. I come up. I keep my right hand up, just in case he wants to throw a punch at me. My hand's there. I hit his knuckles here, which will cause a reaction. Then I take my other hand and I hit on top of my hand, which causes a double reaction. On that note, if I'm right-handed, I am going to bring my left foot back. If I am left-handed, I am going to bring my right foot back. Okay? So, being right-handed, I'm going to bring my right foot back. I'm going to go down on my knee, which causes him to bend forward because what I'm doing here. At the last second, I'm going to bring my head to the ground, which forces his wrist to go down. With my left hand that's underneath, I'm going to push his hand to the ground to get it off of me. Okay? So, let's try that again. Watch. My feet are together. I'm not the aggressor. Okay? I made a mistake before. I had my foot back. But no, I don't know what's happening. He grabs my hair. As I step back, I hit his knuckles, his second knuckle, and then go down. I'm doing it for the left-handed people, on my knee, and then take his hand, push it to the ground. Okay? There's many things I can do from here, but we're not doing that. Thank you very much, Kohai. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you very much. Next class, I want to cover the other part of our empty form, which, remember, is a choreograph moves against imaginary opponents, but they have to be real. Okay? So thank you for joining me today. Be sure to check out local virtual PSP programs by clicking on the link in the description. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to bow out to Kohai, and then I will bow to you. Thank you. And to all of you, thank you. Hey, good night.
Be sure to like and share our virtual recreation videos to all of your social media platforms.